Hey guys, coming back to you for a video today. Got you some deathmatch on Dust 2. And today I'm going to begin a series of motivational / self-help videos that I'm putting together by myself. It's going to go on throughout the whole year. It's probably in the series as long as we make the channel. It's going to be a thing. So let's get off the video. The video today is about being a leader in a competitive situation. Just being a leader in general. This can also apply to just being a leader in general. Very interesting topic I thought I could bring to you, because in any game I play, I'm usually the IGL. Most of the time, I like to be that way. But well, that's not what we're here to talk about. So I hope you enjoyed this deathmatch on Dust 2. It's from when I was warming up for some comp on... That's from another video talk about doing small things right. It's from another video, so... Let's get on to it. So let's begin. I'm going to talk about 5 characteristics, specifically leadership characteristics, that I think apply to this. There's many characteristics I see for a leader. I've read many books, I've read many articles, I've listened to many videos for being a leader. So, about being a leader, there's many characteristics, but I'm just going to give you 5, which I think are the best. So, the first is being a flexible leader. Flexible leader is probably one of the most important up there. All these characteristics I chose, and get straight up, I think they're the most important to being a good, successful leader. So, to being flexible, it just means that on the spot, if something goes wrong, you can adapt to the situation, and then you can also adapt to a chaotic situation or through a transition. And I'm going to give you some examples to each of these characteristics. So, just being flexible, I'm going to create this to Counter-Strike. If your the game's getting out of control, you lost you want pistol around, another team forces and beats you on the force binds. Instead, you have to run around. It's like 6-1, and then you can just ask your team, and then you can come up with a strategy or a comeback or something to just stabilize the situation. And then you just being adapted to the situation. So if your team's spiraling out, just reiterate that your team's spiraling out. You can just go on the spot, like, oh, what can we do? Think of something to stabilize the situation. So that's pretty much it. Being a flexible leader. Second one is being able to communicate. It's pretty straightforward, but just being able to communicate, just getting your point across, and also performing when you perform, is using that as a way to communicate. Because many people talk a good fight, but don't perform or do anything. Or just do anything. They talk a good fight and like, oh, we're gonna win, do this, and they don't do anything. But being able to communicate, you also have to perform. And I think this is pretty essential, because if you're performing, your team knows kind of what's required. It's like, it's like he's going as the IGL, he's going up. If he's going essentially like top fragging and entry fragging and doing all this stuff for the team knows, this is what we need to do to help make sure we succeed. And this basically is a leader setting the example, and that's a way you can use to communicate, and just being really vocal with your team and not being too assertive or sounding too arrogant when you communicate, but just always trying to make it where people want to follow your decision. I don't know if I made it sound too complicated, but I hope it gets the point across. So then, if team's performing your game, then you set an example, your team follows you, and then basically that's it. Your team follows you, and you communicate your point across about doing good. Third characteristic is patience. This is probably one of the ones I struggle on the most. But that's for another thing, so. But being patient, it helps you overcome frustration, and it helps you suspend judgment just enough to make a good decision. Very important. If you're not being patient and rushing into situations, the situation can potentially spiral out of control, go downhill from there. Or if your situation's already pretty bad, maybe taking the time off, being patient, and figuring out a situation, you could probably come up with something. You could probably just come up with something to fix the situation. And also being patient, it helps makes a good decisions. Also a good key to success, and it doesn't frustrate you. So the fourth is a combination of humility and just being present. So you need to act humble. And being humble, it helps by that a decision can be made. It can help by making a better decision, and it also helps holding you accountable, because if you're not humble, you might make some stupid decisions, but you might be like, oh, I'm arrogant and all this, and I think so highly of myself, that you potentially just, it can affect you as a leader and affect the whole team if you're acting really like, oh, I'm arrogant, I don't need it, and just being accountable is also a thing, because your team holds you accountable. It's like, oh, I messed up, where can I fix this? You discuss with your team. Maybe after a match, it was a close match, a blowout, it's a close match, barely lose, barely win. You can like, oh, what did we do wrong? What can we fix in this situation? Hold yourself accountable. One of the big things. Then also, being humble, I probably already repeated this, but makes better decisions, because if you know, like, oh, you hold yourself humble, it's like, I'm not going to make this decision because I might seem too arrogant, and I'm going to make a decision that's based around the team and helping it succeed. The fifth, I think most important, is being responsible. Responsibility, one of the key assets in everything in life, school, business, sports, gaming, working out, being responsible, one of the most essential up there in anything. If something goes wrong, you have to accept it, plain and simple. You just can't be blaming on the team, oh, we didn't do this because of him. You need to hold yourself responsible, be accountable for what happened. And you accept it. Because if your team does bad, or something bad happens, like your team loses to a full go round, you need to hold yourself accountable. Maybe you didn't set up your team in the best positions, and like, okay guys, we need that play call didn't work, let's do something different next time, make sure it just doesn't happen again, and my bad. Responsibility, which basically helps hold you accountable. If you're not responsible, you just can't hold yourself accountable. And that's kind of it, guys. That's all I have for you today. Hope you all found this helpful and that you enjoyed it. We're saying now until next time. Peace, stay on that grind. Guys, until next time, I'm saying out. Peace.